Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Home, starring Pete Davidson in a horror movie about a nursing home that's killing their patients in some bizarre way. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. The links are in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys books 1 through 17, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So Pete is hired to be the janitor at a nursing home, and he's told never to go to the fourth floor. Don't ever go there. That's the special patients. And of course, on the fourth floor, they're doing all sorts of horrible experiments on them. Weird stuff's going on. Here's a guy in a gimp mask. I don't know what that deal is. And eventually Pete learns too much, and they strap him down and do horrible things to him. Oh my God! Yeah, that's gross. That's gross. I'll just leave that there for you. Anyhow, it's pretty standard stuff. Now, for me, for my money, I recently saw The Rule of Jenny Penn, which was a horror movie about a nursing home, but it was very much grounded in reality, and it was more about the characters. This one is more standard horror movie, right? So if you're going to make a horror movie about a home, and then that the staff is secretly doing horrible things to the nursing home patients. And as you know, I do events at some of these nursing homes, and I've had some experience with them. And 99% of the time, they're fine. It's at night that's really tough for the residents, some of them. It depends on the nursing home. I've heard stories, I'll put it to you that way, but none at the ones I've done events at. But yeah, so this is going to be a spooky movie, because this is going to be characters that are very vulnerable, a staff that has basically complete control over them, and then Pete Davidson, who gets caught up in it, and then horrible things are going to happen to him. Oh no! So, first act, Pete gets a gig working at the nursing home. And at first, it's all pretty standard. He's got to keep it clean. He's doing a good job. But then the nursing home patients keep telling him stuff. And at first he dismisses it, because some of these people, they're suffering from dementia. They're not quite all there. But then weird stuff starts to happen. There's a patient jumps out a window, lands on a iron, like one of those wrought iron gates with the pointy things. So, a few things start happening, and eventually it all leads to the fourth floor, and he goes up there, and it's some wacky stuff is happening. And maybe at first they tell him, don't ever go up there again. This is in the second act, but he goes back there again, starts finding some proof maybe. They realize he's a problem, and then they drug him and start doing stuff to him. And I'm not exactly sure. So there's a scene where he's in a wheelchair and a tuxedo, and then everybody's in a tuxedo and they're having some kind of weird party. Not sure something's messed up's going to happen. I know that. So, again, most people at these nursing homes, they're just trying to do what they can to make old people happy and safe. But this is a perfect setting for a horror movie, quite frankly. Would I see it? I might. I don't think it's going to be better than The Rule of Jenny Penn, because that's more character driven, and I like that better. But this would be a good scare, I think. I don't know if Pete Davidson has the acting chops to really carry it to the finishing line. He's surrounded by some decent actors. I recognize one dude. He's a character actor. He plays a lot of like doctors. But I don't know. I wouldn't totally dismiss it, but I wouldn't put it at the top of my list. Pete Davidson doesn't have a great track record. Let's read the write-up. It's dropping on July 25th. Not really a summer movie, unless you're really into horror. In this horror thriller from the creator of The Purge, it's not a bad franchise. A rebellious 20-something is sentenced to community service at a quiet retirement home. Okay, liking that. The residents on the fourth floor are strictly off limits, said to require special care. As his suspicions grow and he digs deeper. He uncovers a chilling secret that puts both the residents' lives and his own in grave danger. So, I'm liking that. I'm liking it. I might see it. So it's called The Home and comes out in July. So there you go. Anyhow, that's it for me, Tony D, and my little dog Joan. Thanks for tuning in today. What's coming up tomorrow? Unexpected Farm. Unexpected has been rained out. So don't go to the alpaca farm tomorrow. Next week, we're going to try again. Saturday, I'll be at Walt Fest in Laurel Springs, New Jersey. I'll be at the Whitman Stafford House outside under the gazebo. It may rain a little bit, but stick with us. We got a shuttle bus, and we're doing some events. There's going to be Civil War reenactors. There's going to be a Walt Whitman impersonator. It's going to be great. So come on out. Also, don't forget the Pineys goes up in price starting in June. That's just a few days away. So if you want to get your Pineys books now before the price goes up, order them before June. All right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you